Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now how una day today? My people, today on it dey pain me because this time around, those within your own circle, those who should be championing your name, the people that should be praising you, not them they attack us, my people. My people, today, there will be no introduction. You see, those people they call the D.O.S, China Sanworo and the rest of them. You see the games they are playing in the land of Biafra, my people. You see the way they are blackmailing and setting up our people, the youths of Biafra land. Men who are supposed to be there to protect our land from the enraging Fulani killer headsmen, the Boko Haram, the terrorists. But China Sanworo, because he is somewhere in Kuwait, he is in the home of Islam. He is in one of the Islamic states, one of the Islamic countries, and from what we are hearing, he has converted to Islam. It baffles me that person like this, all in the name to tarnish the good job. Oh my God, have mercy. All in the name to tarnish the good job of Simon Ekpa. China Sanworo, the so-called D.O.S, and the other stooges, the henchmen, they have gone that far to blackmail their own brothers and sisters. My people, today, I want to show you what will this man they call Shehu do. He was once a senator. Shehu Sani is his name. But the question is, what will Shehu Sani do if he was in the shoes of Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister? Because in most cases, I have seen people giving a dog a bad name just to hang it. They say envy turns to jealousy and jealousy turns to hatred. From envy, when you are envying somebody, you will start to jealous that person. From jealousing that person, you go begin hate that person. The D.O.S, since the day Nnamdi Kanu came out and said, we must listen to Simon Ekpa and share his videos because Simon is coming with a new dimension. Since that day till date, just like Joseph and his brothers, the hatred for Simon has been there. The good job that Simon Ekpa has been doing for the past 2 years in the absence of Oyendo Nnamdi Kanu. The good jobs have been thwarted from all angles. People like China Sanworo and the rest of them, they've been putting clogs in the wheel of progress of our prime minister. But we thank God that Simon has remained focused. He has remained resolute. And he is doing the good job. I know that when our leader, Oyendo Nnamdi Kanu, is released, he'll be a proud man. He'll be proud that his number one most faithful disciple, the most loved disciple, held on to the sheep while Oyendo was in captivity. My people, they pay me because I saw that video. More than 40 young boys were set up by the so-called D.O.S and the rest of them. But today, I want you to see the way the Fulani cabal, the language they are speaking. If they were in the shoes of Simon Ekpa, from this man's statement today, Unagosi say Simon is doing what he's supposed to be doing. And for those that know the Hausa very well, those that know the Fulani very, very well, they will respect you, they will admire you when you stand like a man, when you stand upright and don't bow for nobody. Just like in the case of Afonja, the reason why they killed Afonja is not because they hate Afonja. The reason why they killed Afonja in the end is not because they are scared of Afonja. Even though they gave a woman, a Fulani woman, to Afonja to marry, they still had to kill him. The reason is that they said, if this man can betray his people, if Afonja can betray his own kingsmen, his kindred, his tribesmen, if he can betray them for us, then how can we trust him? It means he is not a man that we can trust. He is not an upright man. But in the case of Simon Ekpa, he has been doing what he is supposed to do in the absence of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And if you put Mr. Sani, Shehu Sani, in the shoes of Simon Ekpa, from this video where you go here now, you go see the way this man break things down. Today, this title is Simon Ekpa has been vindicated. As Shehu, Mr. Shawa, what's his name again? Respect to him, Senator Shehu Sani weeps for Nigeria. My people, make we listen to this video and I go break them down, line for line, word for word. I am very saddened that the Fulani, they are doing exactly, or they are begging and hoping to do exactly what Simon Ekpa is doing. But they don't have the courage to do it. I know deep inside, they respect Simon Ekpa. I know deep inside, they respect Nnamdi Kanu for standing firm. But those around our own people, our own Biafran men, they are the ones blackmailing us. My people, make we hear this man talk today. Make we hear Senator Shehu Sani. I will respect him and put Senator there. Because what he said will vindicate Simon Ekpa tonight, today, or this morning, depending from where you are listening from. Let's get to his video and I'll come back. This one touched me well. I was touched. I was compelled to do this video. Listen.
First and foremost, my own part of the country, which is the northwestern part of Nigeria, the states of Katsina, Sokoto, Kebbi, Kaduna, Niger State, and Zamfara, of course, are today under the siege of bandits. Bandits that have been killing people, kidnapping people, extorting ransom, engaging in acts of arson. So far, thousands of villages have been burnt and thousands of people have moved away from their ancestral lands.
Boom! My God, have mercy. This man started straight away out of the block to say the things the way it is. He was here to quote things the way it is. He's from a place, he's from a state, he's from a city, he's from a village that has been taken over by the bandits. This man is speaking truth to power. He is letting you know how things are. He is breaking it down for you to know how things are. My people, if the bandits are doing this in Kaduna, because he's from Kaduna, if the bandits are doing it in Kaduna, a place where you have more Muslims, what do you think was their intention when they came towards the southeast? What do you think was the intention of the bandits when they came to the land of Biafra? My people, Nnamdi Kanu saw this coming. When he shouted, he cried from the mountaintop, "They are coming, they are coming, they are coming." People, they hated on Nnamdi Kanu. They called him a small boy. They laughed at him. They told him the land of Biafra is the most peaceful in that zoo called Nigeria. There is no fight in Biafra. There is no war in Biafra. There is no tension in Biafra. So how dare this small boy come before us to say the Fulani killer headsmen and the terrorists are coming to take over the land of Biafra? He is a rumor monger. He is a warmonger. They scolded Nnamdi Kanu. They insulted him. They laughed at him. They asked him to come and get a job in America. He should stop that rubbish he's talking about, IPOB. Come to America and get a job. Before your very eyes, we all saw what happened. The killer headsmen, they came. The Boko Haram, they came. And at the point of which Nnamdi Kanu was trying to wrap up everything, he has assembled our ESN and the rest of them. People around him again. His own people again. His own kindred again. His own kingsmen again. Those around him, the D.O.S. and the rest of them, they blackmailed him and they sold him to the caliphate. Mark this thing, the story about Joseph and his brothers. Those around you, those around your circle, they are always the problem. When I was young, I learned about a Yoruba adage. Them talk say, Kokoro tó ń jẹ ẹ̀fọ́, ara ẹ̀fọ́ ló wà. Kokoro tó ń jẹ ẹ̀fọ́, ara ẹ̀fọ́ ló wà. What it means for Yoruba land, be say, the ant, the kokoro, the ant when they chop vegetable, now the body of the vegetable, the ant there. At the very because this man now, Shehu Sani, is here lamenting, painting a picture of what is happening right now in the north, i.e. Kaduna State. He's telling you a clear picture of what is happening. The reason why they have mercy, the reason why they are still living is because they are Muslims. That's the only saving grace they have. If the killer headsmen, Boko Haram, if they have had the same opportunity to enter Biafra land, by now, all the Biafrans would have been gone. IDP camp, everybody, IDP camp. You'll be squatting on that Niger bridge. In fact, your IDP camp will be after the Niger bridge. Because we are Jews, we are Christians, we are traditional people, so there will be no empathy or sympathy. In the case of these people, the Boko Haram, the killer headsmen, they have empathy because they are of the same religion. And they know their mission is to carry out the plan, the blueprint of Usman Dan Fodio to turn Nigeria into an Islamic state, to turn Nigeria into an Islamic country. Just last month, you heard from Britain, where the Foreign Secretary of Britain, knowingly or unknowingly, he mentioned Nigeria as part of the Islamic states. Can you get it? So, Nnamdi Kanu was blackmailed, sold by his own people, and the next thing we saw him in a handcuff in Nigeria. A man who went on holiday in Kenya. He was about to complete this job, the task given to him by God. Unfortunately, they lured him to Kenya, and the rest was history. His own people, his own blood, his own brothers, his own relatives, his own kindred men, his fellow Biafrans blackmailed him. And now Shehu is here telling you what is happening in Kaduna. Let's continue. Because Unagosi today say what Simon Ekpa is doing. If the Fulani had a champion like Simon Ekpa in the north, a man who can stop the Boko Haram from taking over the land, a man who can stop the headsmen from raping their women, killing them, putting them on IDP camp, I swear to God and man, they will call Saneta, what's his name again? Our brother, they will call him the Mahdi. They will call Simon the Mahdi, the Messiah. If those in the north, people in the north, the Fulani in the north, the Hausa in the north, the Nupe in the north, even the Middle Belt, if they can have somebody like Simon Ekpa doing the job he's doing right now, They will call him the Mahdi, the Messiah, the one to come. Because after his leader was kidnapped, Simon stepped up. I'm coming there. Let us listen to this man first. Make we hear this man out. Then I will come and slow interject and show you the relevance of why we need Simon Ekpa. I will also show you why those around Simon Ekpa, they are blackmailing him. Those you call your brothers, Makobi Wanne, they still choose to blackmail their own brother because they've sold out. Make we hear this man called Shehu Sani. My people, make we not hear. Very, very sad.
To elsewhere as IDPs. Now, it doesn't stop there. The bandits or the terrorists to elsewhere as IDPs, engaging in act of arson. So far, thousands of villages have been burnt and thousands of people have moved away from their ancestral lands to elsewhere as IDPs. Now, it doesn't stop there. The bandits or the terrorists have become a state within a state. They are now collecting taxes in some villages and imposing fines, and they even have sometimes a local administration.
My God have mercy. The bandits, they have created a state within a state. They are now collecting taxes. They are imposing fines. They also have administration in the north. Because of sympathy, they've not killed everybody in the north because, like I told you, they still have the same religion. That's the baseline. So despite this man is crying, despite Senator Shehu is weeping here, telling us the way things are, when you look at the bigger picture, on the macro level, when you look at the bigger picture, deep inside, he knows these so-called terrorists, they have a mandate. Their goal, their task, and objective is to change Nigeria into an Islamic state. So, he's in a dilemma. Shehu Sani is in a dilemma. To be between the devil and the deep blue sea. Where do you go? Do you go towards the devil? Do you go towards the deep blue sea? He's in a dilemma because on the bigger picture, if tomorrow the Boko Haram, they succeed to change Nigeria into an Islamic state, Shehu will not be killed. His life will not change because he's already a Muslim. So when I say he's looking at a bigger picture, he still knows that those guys, they are doing the job of Usman Dan Fodio, which is why Sheikh Gumi called them their freedom fighters. And the way we Biafrans, Simon is doing the job to protect us. He is fighting sleepless nights. Every week we are doing donations. Simon has raised men, the Biafra Liberation Army. All across, you see what Simon has been doing in the absence of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Simon is the only one doing the job to protect the land of Biafra. Because right now in Biafra land, we don't have people who are taxmen. We don't have people who are collecting levies, fees from our people. We don't have the Boko Haram doing all these things in Biafra land. Mind you, they came. Nnamdi Kanu told us they were coming, and they came. Nnamdi Kanu warned us that this Boko Haram, they are coming, and they came. But we thank God by then we had the ESN. We had our, commanders, the strongest men, the strongest of the strongest. People like a consul was there managing the troops, but people again around you, those in your circle, your kingsmen, your tribesmen, they blackmailed a consul. He was killed by his own people. There was a time every week you hear of a commander being killed. Those around their circle, they were killing them. Makobe Wane, for the love of your brother, those you love, those you call your brothers, those you said you are fighting for, those that you say you are coming to protect their land, those you think you are helping by creating your BLA, your ESN, they were still the people blackmailing you. But Simon stood strong. Simon stood firm. He made sure the Boko Haram, they could not penetrate the land of Biafra. Despite the governors we had. Hope Uzodinma, you know what he's doing in Imo State, despite the governors we have. Simon Ekpa has been a good leader. Simon has been a good leader. He can give account of what he has been doing since 2021, since our leader, Oyendo Mazinam Kanu, was kidnapped. But I ask you, those who claim to be the head of the D.O.S, what have they been doing? Chik Edoziem, have you heard from him? Hello? Chinasa Woru and the rest of them, what have they been doing than attacking Simon Ekpa? They left the job to protect the people of Biafra land. They left that job. They were attacking their brother, Mazi Ekpa, Simon Onjoku. Lord have mercy. The story of Joseph and his brothers. They left the enemy. They left the wolf coming around. They said, no, because my father loved Joseph, let us kill Joseph. Because Nnamdi Kanu loved Simon Ekpa, because he told us to listen to Simon Ekpa, because he anointed Simon Ekpa as the one to carry on, because he said Simon was the one coming with a new dimension. They became jealous. They said, how can you love this guy? He's new. He came here in 2019 under COVID-19. He's a young man. He's a small boy. I've been with you since 2012. They were angry with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even the Unsoji man, you heard him boasting that he has ate food, ultra, gari, with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2012. He told you all how Nnamdi Kanu called him in confidence. In the private, Nnamdi Kanu called Unsoji. Say, this young man called Simon Ekpa. Last week, I saw you in his show, live on YouTube. You were with him on YouTube. I like this man. What do you think about Simon Ekpa? You all heard what Unsoji said with his mouth. Unsoji said, Simon, no, don't trust him. Oh. I don't trust him. Unsoji man said it with his mouth. The man they call Darlington, not even a prince. He said, this man called Simon Nnamdi Kanu, don't trust him. I heard he has done sworn an oath. We should not trust him. It came out from a man who was doing a show with Simon Ekpa. My Lord and my God. Those around you, those you call your brothers, those you call your loved ones, those who should be holding you by the shoulder, those who should be supporting you are the ones blackmailing you. Hey, Biafrans, who do us this thing? We keep on saying, Makobe Wane, but who are you doing this to? Why must you hate those who are trying to liberate us? You all set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You were responsible for the kicking up of Nnamdi Kanu. Let's call a spade a spade. Nnamdi Kanu was doing a marvelous job here. The whole world was bowing down, respecting him, giving him the accolade. Next thing, as we're praying the books of Psalms, next thing you guys, you blackmailed them because you knew that was the time. You delayed this freedom by 2 years. Those they call the D.O.S. Chinas and Woru and the rest of them. And now they are busy blackmailing the young boys, our own warriors in the land of Biafra. Young boys, the innocent boys, that when we need them, they should be there to protect us. But they lie to them to go and recruit. Even though we have told them, do not join any other group or whatever. Simon told them, there is no free time for registration. The time of registration is done. Our army now is filled up. Do not go to any place to register. But Chinas and Woru and the rest of them, because they knew that there is poverty in the land, they knew if they can lure these guys, cajole them. To cajole means to trick them. Say, just go put your name down, Obiko, because, we need men. Go and put your name down. The innocent boys, they went to that house. They believed they were registering to volunteer. Because there is nothing like having men who have listened to our messages and they want to volunteer. They were a bit naive. They believed Chinasanworu and they all went into that big house to go and register, to volunteer, not knowing that these criminals, these people they call D.O.S, the criminals, they have already planned with military, with the zoo military, to come and catch our innocent brothers. Stubbornness. Sometimes when we tell you things, you must listen. Those on ground, when you hear the message, the instruction from the dragon, when you hear the instructions given by Simon Ekpa, you must listen. We told you there was no registration in the land of Biafra. We told you that. But you believed Chinasanworu and the rest of them. And I was shedding tears when I saw the video of those young men being stripped naked. You know what will happen to them. You know they will not come back. Next thing they will do now is they will test their blood to know their blood sample. I know how these guys do. They will get a doctor there to test all their bloods, get their blood samples. Then they will go to Obodo Yibo, look for a matching donor. In America, the queue for organs now, it is too much. 2-3 years down the line, there is still a queue. People want to break the queue because they are dying. They are ready to pay any amount for the organs of Biafrans. Last time we heard that the Biafran organ is the hottest cake now in the whole world. They are buying it in USA, in China, in Malaysia, in Singapore, Thailand, everywhere. Our organs, the young boys, those boys they caught yesterday, they will not see the day of light anymore because they will keep them in captivity until there is a matching donor to their kidney, until there is a matching donor to their lungs, even their hearts, their eyes, their tongue. Oh my God, have mercy. Very, very sad. Simon Ekpa, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for the job you're doing, Simon. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. When our leader is out, Nnamdi Kanu, I'll be one of those to testify. I will make a masterclass presentation where I will break down all the good works of Simon Ekpa. I will address that video to Nnamdi Kanu in case the so-called D.O.S, they want to lie towards him, blackmail Simon. I will stand with the dragon. I will stand with the dragon. I will let Nnamdi Kanu know the good job that Simon Ekpa has been doing. Because I will not stand for people to blackmail Simon, to give a dog a bad name just to hang it. This guy has been the one doing the job of Nnamdi Kanu. Tell me, who else has been speaking? For the past 2 years, who in the D.O.S has been speaking? All they do is kill our men and try to destroy the job we are doing. But before your eyes, a Fulani man now, he's crying, he's weeping, he's telling you what is happening in his own state, in the north, how the Boko Haram, they have succeeded. They now have an accountant there. They take taxation from them. Despite they are from the same religion. What if they succeeded to enter Biafra land? You know by now, everybody in that land will be on IDP camp. My Lord and my God, make we hear this man. Let us hear what this man is saying, my people. Make we hear this man. Listen.
People live in fear. People live in apprehension. There is virtually a loss of hope on the side of the people as far as the capacity and competence of the government and security agencies to protect them. In my state, as you know very well, bandits have virtually blocked all access to the state. Not physical blocking, but you can't move to the state either by plane or by train or by road without the fear of getting into the hands of bandits. And unfortunately, if you divide the state into 2 or 3, northern and southern Kanu, In southern part of Kaduna, they are engaged in acts of mass killings and burning down of houses and also exterminating people and driving them away from their ancestral land.
My Lord and my God, have mercy. As you all know, southern Kaduna is more of the Christians. This man is being truthful. He broke it down just to let you know that northern things are happening in the north, but when you come to the southern part of Kaduna, they are burning houses. They are driving them away from their ancestral home. Their ancestral home. The home when they born them from. The home, the land where their papa come from. You've seen the trait. In our own case, it is the military. Boko Haram dressed the military. That's the only way they could penetrate into Biafra land. And you see their trademark, their regular trademark, as Fela would say. When they come, they burn the houses. When they chase young boys, they don't see the boys. They burn the house down. When they chase our men, they cannot catch our men. They see where people are drinking beer. They burn the bar down. They burn the restaurant down. You know, that tells you these people, they are into Sharia. It is haram to see beer. When you say the military, it is not the military you are saying in the land of Biafra. It is the Boko Haram dressed in the regalia of the Nigerian military. He just told you what they are doing in southern Kaduna. Make una get sense. If not for Simon, he just told you now that they have blocked all the roads. They have barricaded all the roads in the north. If not for Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, if not for the BLA and the rest of them in the peninsula, everywhere, if not for what Simon is doing for the past 2 years, by now, people like Chinas and Woru, they would have gotten their way to Islamanize the whole of Nigeria. Of the land of Biafra as well. That was the plan of those that betrayed Nnamdi Kanu. They did not want Biafra to come. They knew Nnamdi Kanu was about to get Biafra. But because they don't want Biafra to come, they had to sell their brother. They sold Nnamdi Kanu, and the price was just for money. Money that was paid to you from the oil gotten from your land of Biafra. The dollar they gave to you, that money came from the proceeds from the crude oil sold. The Biafran crude oil. Oh my God, have mercy. It dey pain well. This one, it dey pain rich bone. The story of Joseph and his brothers. I keep telling you, you must learn to interpret the Bible into the present day time. The same story. The same thing is happening here. And Nnamdi Kanu blessed Simon Ekpa. He anointed him. He told us to listen to Simon Ekpa. He begged for 100 men. Simon said, if you need 100 men, I will make your job easier because I am 15-1. And the D.O.S, they were angry. Who is he to say that? Who is he to say he's 15-1? The hatred became more. They were angry. Who is this man to say he's 15-1? Who is he? He's new to the movement. He only joined due to the COVID. He's a newbie. He's a small boy. Why does Oyendu love this boy? Why does he love this boy? We have been with him since 2012. Why does he love Simon? Envy turns to jealousy. Jealousy turns to hatred. I keep saying it. If the Fulani cabal have somebody like Simon Ekpa to protect them in the north, they will call him the Mahdi. Mahdi is the one, in the Islamic world, the person that they said will come back like Christ, the Mahdi. They will call Simon Ekpa the Mahdi. They want to come. Oh my God. Let's continue, man. Very, very sad.
Northern part of Kaduna, they are kidnapping, killing people, at the same time also making life unbearable for thousands of others. Now, it's not just that. They have even moved to the city. Just yesterday, they went to the city, kidnapped people in the night, and took them away. Sometimes the hostages are taken as far as Zamfara State.
Hey.
Now, people should ask questions.
Okay.
Where is our intelligence agencies? Where is security agencies? Where is the government and all these kind of things?
Sir, with all due respect, I can tell you where they are. They are in the land of Biafra. Because they feel there is a sabotage in the assignment given to the Boko Haram. The Boko Haram, their number one assignment was to come down to the land of Biafra and take over the land of Biafra. Because if they could do that, then going towards the southwest will be easier. Going towards the land of Oduduwa will be easier because, let's call a spade a spade, 50% of Yorubas are Muslims. So if they are coming to change Nigeria into an Islamic state, those who are Muslims, they will be nonchalant. Nonchalant means they won't care. I don't care. They won't see it as a taboo. They won't see it that way. They'll be nonchalant because they are already Muslims. They are Muslims by nature. I keep telling you, most of the pastors you are seeing, most of the Yoruba pastors, they were Muslim converts. Pastor Tunde Bakare was a Muslim convert. I know why I keep calling his name. Even my friend, your love, Rufai Oseni, his father was a hardcore Muslim. He was a hardcore Muslim. And Rufai only succeeded to convert him to Christian on his dying bed. Quote me. Quote me. So if they are saying they are coming to Islamize Nigeria, the shock waves might not be so much in some people because they have already assimilated to the Islamic way. Some of them who are Christians now, they already know the Islamic way. I know a friend of mine, this guy, every day he's in the mosque. Every day he's praying in the mosque. But when I came to Obodo Yibo, he's not claiming to be a Christian. You know what I mean? Just to fit in. I get it. Just to fit in. And I see what is going on. But I know that guy because when we're growing up, every day, in fact, he's always in the mosque. That's the only place you'll find him with his kaftan. 24/7 is in the mosque, hardcore. So when I'm telling you that Simon Ekpa is the stumbling block, the military, they are in Biafra land because they are saying the assignment of Boko Haram is not to start from the north. It was supposed to be in the southeast. Stop the southeast, chase us to IDP camp, then they cannot take over the land of the Yoruba because it will be easier. Because for one reason or the other, I don't know what's happening. We have never fought with the Yoruba. Even in the Biafran war, it wasn't about we and the Yoruba. I don't know why we have this problem with the Yoruba that they always hate us. Let's call a spade a spade. It's coming from one side. You have to respond. When somebody hates you, you need to respond as well. But the Yorubas, I'm calling upon you. We have no problem with you. Check the history. You are, in fact, you are making us lose our focus. We have seen the enemy, we know the enemy, and we're about to fight the enemy, but you guys are coming into the picture and trying to distract us. We have told you, look, we don't care about your election. Carry your election, go. But you keep on distracting us. I'm here to call a spade a spade. I have no business with the Yorubas. I have no enmity with the Yorubas. I don't even think about them because to me, they are not the ones stopping me from getting this my Biafra. I know those who have sent in the Boko Haram, but for one reason or the other, the Yoruba, they keep on becoming a nuisance in my ear, like a fly when they disturb the person's ear. You there for bush, fly, they enter your ear. You are trying to catch an antelope, a bushmeat, but fly, they disturb you. What is going on here? I don't understand. We are not your enemies. Respect to Koiki Media. He is somebody I respect. I appreciate him so much. He's a champion of the Yoruba nation. Respect to Koiki Media, the spokesperson of Chief Sunday Igboho. Koiki, please keep on educating them. You know, it's we have no issues, my brother. We have no issues. It's a distraction. Lagos, Lagos. I have told them to leave, the Lagos and come out to Biafra land. We have no business in Lagos, with all due respect. So this issue with the Yoruba Igbo, it's a distraction. And I am glad Simon Ekpa has kept his head focused. Nobody can distract him this time. Let the politicians distract themselves. Let the bed or the dead bury the dead. As the saying goes, give what belongs to Caesar and to God. We are doing the job. Let the politicians, they mess themselves up. Oh, who get for Lagos? Who own the Lagos? Who own Lagos? That's the discussion. Boko Haram, they are coming to take over your land. You are saying who owns Lagos? Hey, my God, have mercy. Please, make we hear this man, they go, I beg. I ain't got no time for that rubbish. Continue.
My point is very clear. If the government and security agencies cannot protect our people, it is high time, officially, the government gives people the rights to own the equivalent of the weapons which are being used by these terrorists. And let's see who owns this country and who owns this land.
Boom! This is where I start the analysis. And I'll be brief. He just said now that if the Zoo government cannot protect the people from the Boko Haram, give the people the chance to bear arms equivalent. It means equals to what those Boko Haram they are carrying. If it's AK-47, allow them to bear AK-47. Gun for gun, knife for knife. That's what he's saying here. That's what this man is saying. And this is exactly what Simon Ekpa is doing. Like I keep saying, if they had somebody like Simon Ekpa in the north, they will call him their savior. They will call him the Nnamdi. They will call him the person who has come, who was sent by God to protect their people. That's how they roll. He's just saying exactly what Simon Ekpa is doing, but to our own so-called brothers, they hate Simon Ekpa for what he's doing. That we have a BLA, the Biafra Liberation Army. They get angry with Simon. That we have military parastatals protecting the land of Biafra, they hate on Simon Ekpa. But this man has just told you, Senator Shehu Sani has just said it. If the Zoo government cannot protect the people, then let them give the people the chance to bear arms to match those guys, the bad guys. He's saying it. Nobody in the north attacked this man. But when Simon Ekpa is now practicing what this man is preaching, our own brothers, fellow Biafrans who have stolen money from the cabal, they are busy trying to blackmail Simon. Hey, my God. Makobi one day for the love of your brother. Simon, not everybody will enter that Biafra land, though. No be everybody go enter Biafra land. Everybody must not go. Because the way I'm seeing these guys, they are bent on seeing this Biafra not to come if Simon is the one to lead. Some they have said that if Simon will give us Biafra, the Biafra must not come. You've heard them speak that way. They hate Simon because he is the one ordained by God. He was the one blessed by Nnamdi Kanu to carry out this task in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But before your eyes, a Fulani man now, he is telling the government, if you cannot protect us, then give our people the chance to bear arms to protect themselves. Mr. Shehu, tell your people, tell the cabal that Simon is doing a good job. Because all what you are advocating for, all what you are clamoring for, where did they talk for? All the things where they ask for, Oga, we are doing it. Our Prime Minister is doing it. And we are fighting the good fight. And so far, the Boko Haram, they've not been able to penetrate the land of Biafra. We are fighting the good fight. We are protecting our people, our land, and by God's grace, God willing, Biafra will be here very, very soon. Once you toge, Biafra will be here. Let's continue.
We can't continue to be sitting dogs and living at the mercy of bandits who are killing people. And unfortunately, these bandits don't operate in a group of 1 or 2. They operate in a group of 100, 200, 300, sometimes up to 500.
You see what this man is saying here? The bandits, they don't operate in 1, 2. Sometimes they operate in 100, 300, 500. This is why we need to support the BLA. When we are doing fundraising, please at the beg una, make una support Simon Ekpa in this fundraising. Don't be envious that why must it be Simon Ekpa? No. This thing, now who gets oil? Now who gets oil for head? Whoever the shoe fits, let him wear it. Them share job for everybody. Simon was built for this. He was born for what he's doing. The mandate was there. Simon was born for this. This is the job that was given to Simon from his womb. My people. Now, my people, now I want to go spiritual. I want to show you those that keep on saying, oh, Bible, pastor. I have told you, forget about your pastor. You are the God you are looking for. You can communicate with God directly. You don't need a middleman. Now, I will show you how to interpret the Bible. In this sermon, I'm going to say, what will Jesus do? Listen. What will Jesus do in this situation? I'll still ask you, what will Shehu do? Oh my God, people don't get it. When they say, what will this man do in Simon Ekpa's condition? What will Shehu Sani do if he was in the shoes of Simon Ekpa? Make una hear him now. This is how you interpret the Bible. If this man now, listen now, is spiritual. If Senator Shehu Sani was right now in the shoes of Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoko, this is how he's going to speak. This is what he will do. This is the action he will take. Listen.
Drones that can provide intelligence information.
Listen.
Drones that can provide intelligence information.
He will get drones that can provide intelligent information. Take it back. Listen.
Drones that can provide intelligence information and launch attack directly.
Boom. I will get drones that can provide intelligent information and I will launch attack directly. Oh my God, have mercy. What will Shehu do? What will Jesus do? If they were in Simon Ekpa's position, he just told you. I'll allow the video to play. You will hear what this man will do. So those attacking Simon Ekpa, those hating on Simon Ekpa, this is what a Fulani man would do if he was in the position of Simon Ekpa. If he was the Prime Minister of the North, the Arewa, this is what he will do. We have our own Prime Minister. Simon is doing the good job. He is doing what he has to do. So listen to what this man will do if he was in the shoes of Simon Ekpa. As the saying goes, what will Jesus do? Listen again. Listen.
Drones that can provide intelligence information and launch attack directly on where these bandits are. Secondly, I will organize the locals into a defensive force.
And secondly, I will organize the local people into a defensive force. Hello? What will Jesus do? What will Shehu Sani do? Secondly, he just said he will organize the locals into a defensive force. So I'm asking the so-called D.O.S, why do you hate on your brother Simon Ekpa? I think sometimes I suspect though it is education, no, lack of education. In your Bible it said, my people die or they perish for lack of wisdom. You want to kill Simon Ekpa, you are begging, give us Simon Ekpa, make we kill him. But this man is telling you what he will do. He is telling you what Nnamdi Kanu did when he came with the ESN. He gathered the local force, local around them, men who are ready to volunteer to have the ESN. He's telling you what Simon Ekpa is doing now. Simon has the BLA, the resistance force, everything Simon is doing to protect the land. We have the Biafra freedom fighters right now to protect the land of Biafra. This man is just telling you what he will do in the position if he was like Simon Ekpa. As I say, what will Jesus do? What will Jesus do? Listen again. Let's continue.
Give them the necessary finance and equipment to take this war to the camps of these bandits.
Boom! I rest my case in this one, Seth. Give them the necessary equipment and funding to take this war to the camp of the bandits. What will Simon do? What will Jesus do? What will Shehu Sani do if he was in the shoes of Simon Ekpa? Oh Lord my God, have mercy. My Lord my God, I am going spiritual. I told you. When I'm doing my own videos, I come from the spiritual realm. I've been ordained and blessed to carry out this thing out. It's not me doing it. What will Jesus do? What will Shehu Sani do if he was in the legs, or how should I put it? If he was in the same condition with Simon Ekpa? If he was in the position of Simon Ekpa, what will Shehu Sani do? My people, come and hear the main one now. It never finish. Come and hear exactly what Simon Ekpa is doing is what this man is preaching for. So you wonder, why are the brothers of Simon Ekpa, the people that Simon is doing it for, why are they crucifying Simon Ekpa? Why do they want to get him killed? Why do they want to blackmail him? This man is telling you what he'll be doing right now if he was in a position. My Lord and my God, have mercy. Listen to the big one now. This one be the bomb. This one go blow your mind. Listen.
It's very important we do that. The next thing, the volunteers, the vigilantes that have organized themselves to volunteer to defend their town, defend their ancestral town, must be given the opportunity to do that. Lastly,
hey, God, my God, this man is saying everything. The volunteers, those who have come out to volunteer. In our own case, Chinas and Woro, he's blackmailing them. He tricked them. He cajoled them to go somewhere to write their names down. When they went to write their names, you saw what happened yesterday in that video. More than 40 young men. More than 40 young men volunteering to bring Biafra. They thought they were doing the good thing. They thought they were fighting the good fight. They thought they were standing up like men to carry out the good cause. They thought they were going out to support Mama Biafra. They thought they were coming as the men, as the chosen men to protect the land of Biafra. They thought going to that house means they have done something for Biafra. They thought doing such means the people of Biafra will bless them as their warriors. They wanted to do it for Nnamdi Kanu. They wanted to do it for the land of Biafra. They went to that house to register themselves in as voluntary force, not knowing that the D.O.S, Chinasaworu, and the rest of them, they have connived with the zoo government. And you saw the way they were treating them like animals. 40 young men, their life has been destroyed. They have been wasted by Chinasaworu and the rest of them. The D.O.S, they are bent on destroying the good works of Simon Ekpa, my people. The D.O.S, they are jealous. They are envious. They know Simon is doing a good job, but they are jealous. They are angry with Nnamdi Kanu because he chose Simon Ekpa. They are angry with Nnamdi Kanu that he told us to listen to Simon Ekpa. This is why they betrayed our master. This is why they sold Nnamdi Kanu. They are angry with him that they said they've been with him since 2012. They've been loyal since 2012. They've been humbled since 2012. They've been his followers since 2012. And this man called Simon Ekpa, who came from nowhere, a small boy in Finland, a boy who is acting like he's a nobody. Suddenly, Nnamdi Kanu loves Simon Ekpa. Suddenly, Nnamdi Kanu is asking Simon Ekpa to anchor the show between Biafra and Ambazonia in the Great Alliance. Who is this Simon Ekpa? He did not swear an oath. Nnamdi Kanu told us to swear an oath, but Simon swore no oath. How come Nnamdi Kanu loved him? Why did he go on air and said we must listen to Simon Ekpa and share his video? Why did he say Simon is coming with a new dimension? That was the envy, that was the jealousy, and that was the hatred. That was why they betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was why they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is why they want to kill their brother Mazi Ekpa, Simon Njoku. Grand opening, grand closing. What will Jesus do? This is the gospel according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the gospel according to Mazi Ekpa, Simon Njoku. What will Jesus do? What will Shehu do? He just told you. He just told you what he will do. He just told you. He will make sure those men around him, the voluntary force, they will have all what they need to go to the camp of the enemies and deal with them man for man, blow for blow, gun for gun, bullet for bullet, a life for a life, an eye for an eye, an arm for an arm, a tooth for tooth, tat for tat, life for life, blood for blood. He just told you the voluntary force, because they are the men to protect the land. They are the archangels, the men to protect the land. There is nothing greater than a voluntary force. And Nnamdi Kanu told you there was nothing greater than a voluntary force. A force that you don't have to pay money. They will fight and bleed to the end to restore Biafra. My people, I will not end it here. I've been saying, what will Jesus do? What will Shehu do? You've just heard what Shehu would do. And now, let us go to what Simon Ekpa would do. The man of the hour. The man who was ordained to bring Biafra. The man who has told us that he will bring Biafra. The man who knows the day Biafra will come. The man who was told by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure he brings Biafra. The man who told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you need 100 men, I will make your job easier, because in me, I am 15-1. The man who has been doing the job of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since the day Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. My Lord and my God, what will Simon do? You have heard about Shehu. Shehu just told you what he's going to do. I have been asking the question. I've been asking, what will Jesus do? Now let me show you the man I know, the man I love, the man I serve, the man I am a disciple to. I've told you all from beginning, I am a disciple of Simon Ekpa. People were confused. They were wondering, can you trust Simon? From beginning, I told you, I am a disciple of Ekpa, Simon Njoku. What will Simon do? Listen to Simon, listen to his gospel, and let's carry on. Listen. Simon, over to you. Let them know where you stand. Let them know you are a man that will never change it. Listen to what Simon Ekpa has been doing. The thing that Shehu is hoping to do. The thing he is hoping that if he has the opportunity, he will do it. Shehu Sani, he is hoping that somehow, if he has the opportunity, that was what he was going to do. But listen to what the dragon is doing. The man of the hour, the man of the people, the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, the prime minister of the United States of Biafra, USB. Listen to what Simon is doing. It is the icing on the cake. He is a man that will never change. He never changes. I believe in him, and I know in Simon, Biafra is free. Listen to Simon, and I'll come back.
Hunt down the killers of that little boy. This particular 3 days is the day we are going to use to hunt down the killers of Biafrans in Uli. Those people that killed those children, those people that killed that little boy in Ihiala, it is from tomorrow. From tonight, not even from tomorrow. From tonight, we are hunting them. So if you know that you are in Anambra State and you are a Biafran and you are wearing any terrorist uniform, from the army, from the police, from tonight, go and hide it. Believe me. Go and hide it. You people have committed atrocities, war crime, genocide unchecked. And now we are checking it. So this particular order make sure that no movement of any Nigeria terrorist in uniform in Anambra State, starting from tomorrow. Any place we see you, any place we see you moving with gun in Anambra State from tomorrow, you will go down. It is to show you that you can no longer kill Biafra again. And let me tell you, after this particular sit at home in Anambra State, things will never remain the same. So, fellow Biafra, like I said before, when you look at what is happening around the world, there are crises everywhere. There are war everywhere. We are not going into conventional war at this point. For those thinking that we are going to fight war with Nigeria, we are already at war with Nigeria. And this war this time around is not a conventional war. It's a systematic war that anybody who stepped his foot as a military man, as a police, to come to kill in Biafra land, you will be dead. You can never go back alive.
My brother, Simon Ekpa, God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. I want to bless you. I want to bless the day you were born. In your mother's womb, you were made for this assignment. What will Jesus do? What will Shehu Sani do? You've heard them. You've heard what they want to do. You've heard Shehu telling you if he had the opportunity, what he would do. Those things that he said he was going to do. Those things he hopes to do. Those things he anticipates to do are the things our Prime Minister is doing. He hopes to do it. Simon is doing it. What he wished to do, the wishful thinking, is what Simon is actually doing. My people, I rest my case. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those still hanging with the D.O.S, this is the gospel, according to Nnamdi Kanu. This is the gospel, according to Simon Ekpa. I rest my case. I am just a man, like in the book of James, John, Matthew, Mark, Luke, Philip, Paul. Those men who were writing the scriptures, some of them did not see Jesus Christ. Somebody like Paul, he did not even see Jesus Christ, but he wrote according to the stories he heard. This is my gospel. This is my story. This is my song. I have seen Nnamdi Kanu. I have seen Simon Ekpa. I have seen Shehu. I have heard what Shehu says he wants to do. I know what Nnamdi Kanu was doing before he was kidnapped. And I know what Simon Ekpa is doing. My people, I am not stupid. I know those who are following the rules according to the divine interventions. Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing the job. He's following the blueprint. I am proud to say I have a prime minister like this. He is a doer, and I believe in his hands Biafra will come. My people, I rest my case here. I'll be back tomorrow for a very big show, my people. Those of you who have not subscribed yet, do not miss the show tomorrow. The only way you will find my show is to subscribe now, because tomorrow I am coming with the blockbuster that will make the whole world to bow down and believe that this Biafra we're looking for will be here very, very soon. My people, let's call it a day. So from me, from here, for now, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain Biafra Superstars Media. God bless you.
Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. When we land on you, we will destroy everything you have except you are genuinely fighting for Biafra. Woto woto to the enemies of Biafra. Woto woto to those who sold Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto woto to those who have joined their hand afterthought to betray Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again. You will never, ever, ever rise again. You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed.